Hello and welcome. We have just landed in Billund and we are on our way to the Lego house. Now it's a long walk from here, so it's going to be like a cut version of how you can get there easy enough, but there has been some changing since I last came. Now the airport is exactly the same, but it's now called Billund Airport Hotel. So that used to be the Sleep Hotel. It's got completely different artwork and everything looking up at the top. So if you are thinking of booking somewhere and you've been watching all the other videos, you've been hunting down the Sleep Hotel, by the looks of it, that now no longer exists. But to the left hand side, that is the Billund Airport. It's nice and simple. What I do is I take you basically to the main road. Then the main road is a long walk up in a straight line, if I remember rightly, because it has been a while since I've done this, so I'm sure it's still going to be a straight line. And then I'll cut up to the top of that, and then we just turn left. We've got to walk past the Legoland Park, and then we've also got to go all the way past the hotels, past Legolandia. We'll cut through one of the parks, which looks absolutely fantastic, and then from there we should then head down to the Lego house. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. This is basically home turf for me. I've come here so many times before. So the airport is just to the left hand side. It is a teeny tiny airport. In fact, that's the Ryanair plane that I actually landed on. So we've managed to spin around and get out quite quickly. It's just gone at 10 o'clock in the morning. The actual Legoland Park opens up at 10, so we're going to get the full day, well, get the full afternoon at the park, so that'll be another video. But I want to get down to the Lego house to see the Lego Disney display that is on currently, which finishes at the end of this month. So that'd be a nice thing to see. Now this is all the new artwork, so you can see that they've actually dropped the signage a little bit lower, and they've got rid of the big Sleep Hotel underneath. So I wonder, as a chain, if the Sleep's gone. It does kind of make sense it being called the Billund Airport Hotel rather than the Sleep, because it is literally next door to the airport. So there's your new name of the hotel, and that is the airport just over here. Now everything to the left hand side, that is all different staff parking, and to the right hand side there is a huge amount of parking for that hotel, which takes you into a lovely walk around, and you can actually get to the main road from that way. But I think it might be a little bit muddy because it is starting to thaw out. I'm walking on this route, it is hard enough, but that looked like it was a little bit mucky in there. My trains are getting wet already, so I might actually have to stick to the concrete. Right, so we've still got the airport to the left hand side. It's just a little bit noisy at that bit. So where I've just walked past is actually like an information kiosk where you can sit down and actually plane watch. So just in that gap there where the taxis and things are rating, that is actually where you can sit down, watch the planes come in, and obviously check for flight information as well, which is really, really handy. Now this is just a straight line from here. Now this will take us to the main road. So what we've got is we get to the T-junction at the bottom, you then turn left and you literally just walk in a straight line. Now that walk is quite long. I've done it before and it took about half-ish an hour, but I was carrying suitcases and things, so I'm not going to do that in this video, but we'll get to the end. We're a little bit further down this road, so the airport's now behind me, and obviously that is now the Billund Airport beside me. Over to the left, that is still the airport. So you basically, if you are walking this, you just have to keep the airport fencing to your left hand side. That is how simple this is. That's to get to the Legoland Park. To get to the Lego house, it is slightly different and slightly trickier, and there are a couple of different ways that we can go. So I'm in two minds at the moment. I don't know whether to cut through the actual main park and I can see all the bits and pieces on that, or just keep this really, really Lego-fied, because we then can walk past the park, the two hotels and the campus all in the same walk to get to the Lego house that way. So as I start having a long walk up to the top, I'll try and wake up a little bit and I can actually figure out exactly what the best way is to go. But it's a lovely day this morning. Right, I think what I am going to do is I am going to walk all Lego based on this one, and I can do a completely different video for the park. Now this is a busy-ish road. This is the main road that you've got to cross over. It's all very, very well lit at night. Now I will be walking back down this road in a good few hours time. I've got a long day here today. My flight back is at 11:20 tonight, so I'm just staying here for one day. So I'll try and get a little bit of footage of what this is like on the way back as well, but you can see just how easy it is. It's just a straight line. You get to here, and then what you do, you just turn left. I can see the Legoland in the distance, and I can also see the Lego campus. But what I'll do is I'll cut this long strip out, because you can hear how noisy it's going to get very, very quickly, and I catch back up with myself all the way at the top. But before I do catch up with myself, use these as your markers. So remember, airport to your left hand side, and then you've got all these bits and pieces now to the right hand side, and then it is just a straight line all the way up to the top. You basically get to a roundabout, which is where I'm going to pick you up from, and then we're going to turn left. And if you cross over the road, it will make life a lot easier, because you have then got a half cycle track and a half footpath on this side, whereas on the left hand side it is just grass. Now if you do time it properly, you will see the airplanes come landing in as well, and you'll see that just from the vantage point just before the Legoland car park. Right, so we're a little bit further up. We've just done the long walk and we're down just walking around the corner. I have never ever seen traffic like this here before. This is ridiculous. So I'm assuming either a road is closed or Legoland today is absolutely packed, because all down there by the roundabout, I've never seen that before, and it is looping round up. So what we're going to do, because I thought this was going to be the quiet bit, we now just walk in a straight line from here, and then we actually get to the entrance of the park, and I'll pick you back up from the entrance of the park. So here we go. This is the entrance, and it looks fantastic as always. Loads and loads of people coming through. You can see everybody's getting their photo taken by the sign and everything like that. There's also a big display for Halloween. We'll take a better look at that in the actual Halloween videos and the actual main Legoland videos themselves as well. So there is a full tour of the park and all the more popular lands and things like that. But they had so many different bits and pieces on display. I think it looked absolutely incredible, to be honest. They always go all out for Halloween. The mini lands looked amazing. Now, the Castle Hotel, this is your entrance from the Castle Hotel to the entrance of the park. You do not have your own private entrance from the park to your hotel like the normal Legoland hotel does. So that is one of the bigger differences. But you can see you just got this little walkway through. You can see the castle in the far distance there. There's the road, there's your little crossing. You literally just cross over, do what I just walked through, and then you just carry on walking in a straight line. Obviously the park will be on your left hand side, and the ticket kiosks and all those kind of things will just be on your right hand side. And obviously if you've already pre-booked your ticket, you can just join the queue and just scan it in. But that is the difference from this big hotel to the one that we'll be walking under in a second, because the Legoland hotel does have its own private entrance. So as I said just on that short voiceover, it is super easy to get about, but they have changed again. They've added some more bits and pieces on the left hand side, so I can actually jump over to that bit. They've done like a wiggly pattern on the footpath over there, and this side it's just your stone and concrete. Let's have a look. I'll cheat a little bit. So again, this is something new. This wasn't here when I came last. This is a pretty cool looking thing. So you can just zigzag around on a big old maze, which is obviously nice to see. Now you've got the offices to the right. That is all the castle to the left hand side. Now as to what are in the front of the castle, what we'd be able to do is actually walk through the park that way, but we're going to carry on walking in a straight line and get underneath this bridge. So right beside the hotel now on the left, and this path game thing goes all the way down. So we're going to be interested to see if this takes us all the way down to the university, which is their big campus, which is their big offices. Now you've got the bridge, I call it the bridge, that is actually the walkway over from the one side of the hotel over to the other. So all of those are the park view rooms on the right hand side, and then on the left hand side, we'll see in a second, will be the actual main entrance to the hotel. So this is the way that I've decided to go today. And then what we will do is in a different video, we'll come back up through the sculpture park. But that is the entrance to the hotel just there. So you see it coming through the bushes in a second. Wait for it. There it is. Now the car park looks absolutely rammed. So I think Legoland this morning is going to be very busy. But it is all set up for Halloween, so you can see what's going on. And they've got little signs and things dotted about, but what have they got out the front just here? That does look very smart. I'll try and get in there at a later date today if I can. Like I said, I'm only here for the day, so I will be coming back for Christmas for a longer period of time. This was a very last minute spontaneous thing, and I think I got enough batteries to get me through the day, but it's going to be an interesting one. So the lines have changed at the bottom. You've got some new charging points put in for your electric cars and things. By the looks of it, looks like they're 4 points for those, plus a couple of Eon ones just on the left. So up on this side, if you were to turn left, this will actually take you down to the gym. There's a swimming pool, and it would also take you to the park, but we're going to carry on walking in a straight line. This new addition that they've added in are these are all the different play lines. Now this is something that we're now going to be exploring in a different video. These are the first times that I've seen these here. Now you've got all of these, so they are now doing it as a big loop. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to end up walking around all of this in a separate video, because we're walking down past this bit, and we're going to head over to the Teddy Bear Museum and then cut down to the Lego house, which is that bit just there. So we're going to see what we can find as we come as we come down that way. Now the park, that is still to the right hand side, that is still the Legoland park. So that big white building, or last time I went, was the big 4D cinema, so I'm hoping that is still the same thing. And then we can also have a better look when we get in there, because I am going to be in there this afternoon. I'm going to walk around, I'm doing it a bit of a weird way, so I'm going to walk around this morning because I know everybody runs in there first thing this morning. And then at sort of like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, what I'll end up doing is I will come into the park and then we can film some bits and pieces from there. But we are not too far away from the campus, which should be on the right hand side. Now this will be the first time I've come back to this campus since oh, they've added in more bits and pieces. That's more information that you can cut through that. We've done that in the pitch black. That didn't end well. In fact, that was about a year ago. That's why I did that last. I did that a year ago and actually got stuck and lost in there. Right, and finally we are at the campus itself. It seems to be a very, very busy day. You've got all more games and everything that are on the floor. So that is the big campus. Now it has the big red model at the front, which is now available to buy. So it is the exact Lego minifigure that they've got out the front of this, and obviously they have got the pirate at the exclusive at the Lego house as well. But you can see how easy it is. So you cheated and jumped over and crossed the road just so you can get a better look at this big thing at the front. Loads and loads of people come around this way. They all take photos and everything of it. Now what you can do is you can actually do a nice little loop of this, and there's a staff shop at the end. Obviously I'm not allowed in there as I'm not staff, but I'd love to one day get in there. But this building is absolutely phenomenal. Now we were just on the left. We will try and hunt down actually the ducks. But before we get to the ducks, we will have a look at the main entrance and the massive photo opportunity that is outside the front of this campus. Now to the right hand side, underneath the bright yellow Lego brick, that is the staff entrance or the employee entrance in to the massive campus. And I do believe there is a golf course on top of this campus as well, because when they posted all the photos up on their own Instagram page, it did look insane. One day I'd love to get in there and take a load of photos and everything. Now a bit off topic, but the golf course at Legoland Windsor, that is now open and live. So you can go there, you can book yourself a mini golf. You've got 4 courses, I do believe. So if you are watching this from the UK, then obviously, and you want to do the Litlands, there is something to do for that. And if you're thinking of coming over from Billund to the UK, the Legoland Park now does offer mini golf. Right, we have found them. I think these are now a Duplo set, I think, or a 4+ set. They've just made 4 random ducks. I think I've just seen that go up live on the Lego website. So there wasn't anything Halloween based out the front of that. We are kind of going away from ourselves, but all of this is amazing because you can, it says use the grass, use the fields, and sort of join and play and listen to all the birds and everything sing like that. So you can see all these people. You can see how everybody's just cut across the grass that way, but that carries on going as a big loop all the way around the campus. You've got a little bit of a play area and things just to the right hand side, so that's recently been added in as well. You've got more games and things on the left, all on there. Tarmac, which is again a cool thing. You can see it says stop start, and it's like 800-meter tracks and all the different bits and pieces from here. And then you've got more ducks over that way, and then we have this amazing bit of water that is just over on this side. So this looks really, really nice. Now from where, if I remember rightly, you've got the offices to the, oh, I don't know if they're still the current offices over there. I don't know if they're in the process of changing and moving. I will have more time, like I said, in December when I come back to do all the exploring stuff. I just wanted to get down to the Lego house, come back up the other way, see everything. But if you've noticed, I think I said this before in one of the other videos, because there is a huge playlist available from everything Billund related, that the water is coming out of blocks, and those blocks are obviously looking like they're Lego bits and pieces, which is always really, really nice. So let me know what you think. If you haven't caught any of this before and you want to see more bits and pieces on Billund, then obviously there is a full Billund playlist available from over the years. I've come here many, many times. Now the bus stop is now open again. That was shut last time we came, so you can just get the bus from the airport rather than doing what I'm doing. So you can easily just come down from there and then basically get to this bit, and you can walk from that bus stop, and then from the bus stop you can just walk down in a straight line. So we said that we're going to go past the teddy bear museum. I'm not going to cut through the car parks and stuff. I'm sure that you can. I'm sure that it is all right to do, but I'm not doing it because there's so many people there working. So what we're going to do, we're going to walk in a straight line, not get run over, and then all we've got to do is basically, actually, if I can cross over here, it doesn't look as busy, and then what we will be able to do is we just need to go down and that way. So all of this was closed last time I came, so they've resurfaced all of this. So this was really, really quiet last time. So you can see how they've got their bike route and their footpath just on either side, and then you have your teddy bear museum. So that is something that you need to look out for. Now you will see the Lego house in the distance, which is a beautiful looking building. It is absolutely massive, so I can't imagine anything has changed in the last couple of months since I've not been here, because it's actually probably the longest time in a couple of years that I've been here. I think I came for the opening weekend is when I came here for, which was been March, February maybe, and now we are in mid-October, and this was the only flight I could get that was justifiable. And if you didn't catch the first video, I made a very spontaneous decision, threw all the stuff in a bag, made sure I had my passport, and then just got in the truck and drove to a hotel. So within 3.5 hours of me making that decision, I was at the hotel charging all the batteries up and hoping that this would go to plan. So far so good. I have booked my Legoland ticket. I have made a massive schoolboy error though. I have forgotten my wallet with my money in and my travel card. So luckily I've got some drinks from the airport, and that's, you guys probably already be laughing at that, because that was a disastrous start to the trip, but this is pretty cool. So this is all the different models. So you've got loads of these that we'll have a look through the sculpture park again. There's going to be a brand new video for 2023 coming, but there will be videos already available if you can't wait for that upload. So hunt that one down. So all we've done now is we just walk down this road. So that's where the model is, straight line, and then hopefully the Lego house will be on the left hand side. And there we go. So the rooftop's open as well, which is lovely. And then there is the house of the brick. So home of the brick. You can tell I'm still trying to wake up. It's been a long day so far, and it's not even started. So the next video will come from the inside of the Lego house. But what we'll do, I think we'll run straight to the top, have a look at the amazing brick at the top, soak in the view very quickly, see if there's anything new with regards to bits and pieces on here. So this is an exclusive that you can buy from the Lego house. So this is one of the things that you can get and do, and it is a really nice build as well, to be honest. So what I'm going to do now, in case there's loads of people running around, is I'm going to go to a voiceover. I'll catch back up with you at the top. Right, away we go and away we climb. What a beautiful morning it was. It was very fresh later on in the afternoon, so I'm glad I actually took my thick coat with me. But it was a fantastic morning just walking around Billund. Now I hope you guys and girls find this helpful, just about how easy it is to actually get from the actual main airport and come down. Obviously this video is under 20 minutes long, so I have cut out big chunks, but it is literally airport, straight line, turn left at the main road, straight line, roundabout, straight line, and then you have got obviously the Legoland park to your right hand side. Don't forget Lelandia is also to your left hand side, and around Lelandia is a hub of all the different hotels as well. So if you are going to be booking one of the well-known hotels as such around Billund, they will all be in the central island. And then you've also got the Legoland Holiday Village, which is super close to the entrance of the Legoland park as well. There's lots and lots of different bits and pieces that you can do over here, and they are all within walking distance. And don't forget, you can obviously get a bus if you want to. I always prefer walking, because I just think it's just a nice way to wake up when you get off the plane. It's something I don't particularly want to sit back down again and do. And all the places are, in my eyes, within walking distance. Obviously if you've got a family and you're coming in late at night, you've got a load of luggage, the buses are directly outside the front of the actual airport, so you can just jump in and go. But guys, if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic as we carry on walking up at the top of the roof. The Lego house exclusive is still available from the actual main shop, but the actual Lego airport set from Billund has now sold out completely, so you can no longer buy the airport. Now, I was still quite surprised that the flooring that's down is white here, because they cleaned it and repainted it, and I thought they were then going to change it back to the colour that it used to be, but it's not, which I can't ever remember it being like that before, up until the start of this year. But I could be miles wrong. But this is the famous rooftop with the big Lego brick on top. On the set, the actual brick comes off. You can see all the bits and pieces underneath. But this is a fantastic way to start the day and wake up. You can look through all of those different bits and pieces of the Lego bits. A lot of people tend to come up here, have a quick nibble and a bite to eat, have a drink, and then just go back down and carry on. It's just a view and a half, and obviously as you walk around you'll be able to see the Legoland park from up top, and you can also see the campus as well. But I'm going to leave you to it for the last couple of seconds, guys and girls. But again, hopefully you found it useful. Let us know in the comments below if you're hoping to get down and your thoughts and everything as I've been walking around. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I'll catch you next one. Ta-da.